We are going to start in our seated position, taking a moment there just to find a comfortable position. If you need a cushion, place a cushion underneath you just to open up through those hip flexors. And taking a moment there, sitting up nice and tall, taking a deep breath in and out. Letting go of everything else from your day and just tuning into your space. Awesome. Let's take those hands, bringing them onto the rib cage. We're going to practice our lateral breath. So we're taking a deep breath in, wide through the back and side of the chest. And as you exhale, feel that rib cage wrap in and narrow. Deep breath in through the chest, feel it expanding. And as you exhale, feel that rib cage narrow, coming inwards and down towards your hip bones. Continuing with that breath, taking one hand to the bottom of the belly button. And this time as you breathe out, feel your belly button drawing in towards your back and up toward your chest. Couple more breaths here. Drawing in and away from your hand towards your chest. And one. We're going to add in a little bit of movement, taking your hands behind your head, elbows point forward. Feel that your head is in line with your tailbone, sitting up tall. Inhale as you tip over, stretch, and come back through center, up and over to the other side. And center, continuing going from side to side, taking an inhale and an exhale to return. Stretching through that chest. Exhale, return. One more. And center, staying up tall. We're going to take a twist, deep breath in as you twist to the side. Exhaling to return over to the other side. And return. Finding that sensation of keeping your hips stable and twisting from your waist up. We'll go one more. And center, release your arms down. We'll make our way onto our backs, feet in line with your hips, and gently rolling all the way down onto your back. Walk your feet in a little bit closer if you need, and press your hands down next to the side of your body. Prepping for your pelvic curl. You're going to curl your hips in towards your chest, and then bone by bone start to lift your tail, your mid-back, all the way to the shoulder blades. Deep breath in. And exhale, rolling down, upper back, mid-back, lower back. Continue going bone by bone, up and down. Exhaling as you lift. Pause for a breath in. And exhaling on the way down. Pressing a little bit more into your heels. Feel your hamstring and core connection as you lift higher and higher. Always curling your hips towards your chest or your shoulders as you come up and down. We'll take it 2 more times. Finding that spinal articulation. Pressing generously into your hands. Final breath. And all the way down. We'll meet each other with the tailbone on the ground. Taking a deep breath in, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. We're going to take an exhale, lifting up through your chest. Reach your fingers towards that wall in front of you. Hold, half lift your arms, inhale, and then exhale, lower your head and your arms come with you. Curling up. Lift your arms halfway up your legs, and then lower everything back down. If you get your breath mixed up, that's okay, as long as you're finding a flow of breath and not holding onto it. Exhale, we lift up, we hold, deep breath in, just the arms lift, and then everything comes back to the start. 3 more. Feel that you're lifting from your mid-back, tucking your chin to your chest. And everything goes down 1 more time. Exhale, we're going to lift and hold. You can take the option to lower your head down. If you need, reach through your arms, pumping through the arms. Deep breath in. And exhaling. Eyes through the knees. Inhale into your back. Exhale, core pulls down. Reach through those arms. Lower your head as an option if you need. Can you try pump a little bit harder? Stabilize your torso. 2 more rounds. 1 more round. Breathe it out. Pause, inhale. Lift a little higher, lower your chest down, bring your arms with you. And let's take those arms to a wide goalpost or T position. Walk your feet in if you need. Take a deep breath in and just exhale. Let yourself soften into the mat. Feel your rib cage down to the ground. Step your feet together. Squeeze your knees together. Supine twist. We're going to take your knees over to the one side. That top foot is lifting off the mat to keep your knees stacked. Come back through center. Over to the other side. Deep breath in. And exhale, center. Continue going from side to side. Keeping your upper back and shoulders on the ground. So this is a great way to learn how to do that supine twist, engaging the obliques in the side of your waist. Maybe you get a nice click like I just did. One more deep breath in. And exhale, center. Slide your hands in next to the side of your body. Generously push into your hands. Taking one leg into tabletop, lightly curl your hips in and press your lower back to the ground. Next leg comes up. Lower the first leg down and then the second leg. That leg that went down is coming up. Hold. Exhale, find your core. Second leg is coming up. First leg goes down and then the second. So each time you're picking up the opposite leg first. And as you lower your legs, you want to feel that you push your head and lower back down to the ground to stabilize. If you're finding this too challenging, just lift and lower one leg at a time. We're going to go 3 more rounds. Lower. 2 more. Take this at your own pace and take a rest if you need. Awesome. This is the final one. Keep it up into tabletop. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Take a lower back stretch. Bring your legs into a tabletop position, keeping your ribcage and lower back to the mat, and press your hands into the front of your knees. As you take an exhale breath, you're going to push your hands and knees into each other equally. Deep breath in, just a little release. Exhale, your knees and hands press into each other. And a gentle release. Continuing with that. Feel that with every exhale, you wrap your rib cage in and down to the mat, finding that deep abdominal connection. 3 more breaths. And 2. 1 more. Keep that lower mid back down. We're going to take one foot down to the mat and lift, alternating. A little bit more of a challenge than the previous one. So take this slowly. Feel that your head and back stay consistent on the mat. If you find that you're starting to slide on your mat, just bring your leg up again a little sooner. Good. 1 more on each side. Last one. And we're going to go for changes. So lower that 1 foot down, hold it there. Switch the legs at the same time for 8, 7, 6. Press your top knee to your hand. 4, 3, 2, 1. Leave that foot down. Keep your top leg up. Wrap your hands behind your knees. Extend that leg up, finding a stretch. Now, if you have a small bend in your knee, that's perfectly fine. Hold that, bring your hands next to the side of your body, keeping that leg straight. We're going to go for circles. We go down, around, and lift. Trying to keep that bottom knee stable. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Bring it to the top and reverse. We're going down, around, and up. If you find that you're moving on the stabilizing side at the bottom, just make your circle smaller. 3 more. 2, 1. Bring it up, bring that foot down, and over to the other side. Bring the leg up, grab behind your knee, and give it a nice big stretch. Finding ease in your shoulders. Find your center, press generously into your hands for stability. We're going round, down, and up. Round, down, and up. Can you feel how your core wraps to lift your leg back up? Just a reminder, make your circles a little bit smaller if you need, and take them at your own pace. 2 more. And 1, we're going to come up and reverse. We're going down, around, and lift. Press your tail into the ground. Let's go 3, 2, 1. All the way in and lower back down. Take your feet nice and wide on the mat. Take a windshield wiper side to side just to release through those hip flexors. Sometimes those hip flexors can get a little bit tight. So taking a deep breath in and out here. Awesome work. Bring it through center and let's flip on over to the side of our body. We're going to come all the way down, but you're welcome to stay up if this feels better for you, or going all the way down into the side of your arm. Bring your knees to 90, so knees are stacked in line with your hip, and your shins are parallel with your mat. Beginning here, we want to push that hip away from you to find that small lift through your waist. Keep your feet together and just start to lift and lower your knee. What you're going to feel here is by keeping your feet squeezing together, you can keep your hips stacked. So start to feel what that sensation feels like. Because when we add on, you want to try keep this balanced. Exhaling as you lift and inhale as you release. We're going to go 3 and 2. That's it. Lovely work. 1 more. Adding on. This time, lift your foot and your knee at the same time. And lower back down. Can you keep that same sense of stability in your hip? Thinking of that lateral breath, belly button to spine. Adding on in 2 more. Adding on in 1, hold it up, stretch your leg away from you. Bend your knee and lower it down. Trying to keep that hip stability. With each layer, we're adding on a challenge. 3 more. And 2. Brilliant work. Let's go 1 more. Lift and stretch that leg out long. We're going to flex and point. Now you're going to try to keep that leg stable, reaching it across to that wall next to you. Point and flex. 3, 2, that's it. 1 more point, hold, lift and lower with the long leg. Reaching that leg away, feel that work into the glute. Can you find that lift through the bottom of your waist? Last 2. Hold it up on 1, finishing off here, squeeze that leg back, and then bring it in line with your hip again. We pull back, and back to the start. So now we want to start to work into the back of the glute, stretching through the front of your hip. And feel that your upper body is staying stable. Last 3 and 2. And one, that glute is working. Bring it all the way in and release it down. Press yourself all the way up and come into a cross-legged position. Oh, little stretch up and over. And over to the other side, just taking a moment here to release through that glute. Stretching through the side of your waist. Let's give it one more to each side. And then we'll come on over to the other side. Brilliant. Let's come all the way over to the other side. So remembering those parallel knees, all the way down into your arm or up onto your forearm. Press that hip away. We're going to move a little bit quicker on this one. So getting those hips stacked, lift and lower through the knee. Keeping your heels squeezing. Keeping those hips stacked. Some options here. Hand down on the mat for more support, or your hand is behind your head for more challenge. So choose what feels better for you. We're going to go 2 more. And 1. Bring it all the way down, this time lifting both foot and knee, lowering it down. Take your hand, slide it in underneath your waist. See if you can feel that space. 3 more. And 2, we're going to add on the extension. Lift it up, hold it, press that leg away, reach away a little bit more, bend the knee in, lower it down. So once you've stretched that leg away, try to see if you can keep those hips pressing away from you as your knee comes back in. This takes time. Let's go 2 more. And 1, stretch the leg away, hold it, point and flex. Working on that hip stability. Lower the leg a little bit if you need as an option. But try not go higher than your hip. 4 more. 3, relaxing through the neck and shoulders. 1 more, stretch the leg away, lift and lower. Try to reach towards that wall next to you, increasing that challenge. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Lift that leg. We're going to pull that leg slightly behind you and then return to the start. Little squeeze back and center. You can think of stretching through your hip, keeping your torso stable. So exhale, hug your core in as your leg pulls back. Last 2 and 1. And bring it in and release. Press yourself all the way up into that side stretch. Oh, I need that glute stretch for real. Up and over. Press that hip down into the ground. And just alternating at your own pace. Finding that stretch. Let's go 1 more to each side. Pressing your hip into the ground. And coming back through center. Swing yourself around into a seated position. You're going to stretch your legs out wide. I'm going to give you some options here. So if those hamstrings are really tight, you're going to go cushion underneath your seat or bending through your knees. I'm going to take a bent knee option because I'm really tight today. Alrighty, hands to the ground for me. Sitting up nice and tall. Feel your sits bones push down, your head reaching up. Take an exhale, tucking your chin towards your chest. Start to slide your fingers forward on your mat. Coming towards your heels, pause for an inhale. And then exhale to come back to the start, sitting tall. Nodding your chin towards your chest, core pulls back, fingers slide forward. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, rounding up. So use this as an opportunity to regather your breath, stretching through the glutes, the hamstrings. So you can stay here if this feels good, or you can take the option to reach the arms forward, rounding forward, core is pulling back. 2 more. Reaching through your pinky fingers so that you're keeping shoulders away from ears. Soften your knees a little bit if it feels good. And all the way to the top. Sitting tall, hands on your shoulders, elbows reach forward. We take a twist over towards me, hold it there, double pulse. And center up and over to the other side. And center nice and quick. Center, deep breath in. So inhale as you twist, exhale, pulse, pulse. 1 more. Center, release down. Bend your knees, flip yourself over into that 4-point kneeling position. 4-point core work. So we're going to tuck into those 10 toes, lengthen through that spine, wrap that core in and lift through the chest. As you press into your toes, start your exhale, lifting your knees away from the ground. Inhale, gently lower. Exhale, lift the knees. Now the trick here is you want to focus on pressing into your 10 toes. The more you press into your toes, the more you're going to feel your core lifting your legs and not your back. Pressing into your hands and your pinky fingers to feel your upper back working to support this movement. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees down, untuck your toes, and take an exhale to round. Open the chest, just one stretch here. And then coming to your straight spine again, find that core that you've just challenged yourself with. Extend your one leg back, press into your 5 toes. Press back a little bit more than you think to find that weight in your toes. You're going to lift that leg up, lower it back down. Exhaling on the lift, inhale as you lower. Now option to stay here or take your arms, stretch it out to the front of your mat. Feel that you're keeping a stable core, long spine. 3 and 2. 1 more, let's bring it in and take it all the way over to the other side. So back into your 4-point kneeling, slide that leg in. Second leg slides up, press back into your 5 toes. The more weight is in the shin, the more supported you're going to feel. Leg is going to lift and lower. Exhale up, inhale down. Feel that your hips are staying stacked and pointing down to the ground. Option to stay here or slide that arm forward on the mat. Lengthening from head to heel. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide that hand and leg in. Exhale to curl the spine. Inhale to open the chest. And then lower yourself all the way down to your prone position. Face down on your mat. Stack your hands one on top of the other. Generously push into your hands. Bring your head down towards your hands. Taking an exhale, navel draws up and away from the mat. Deep breath in, lift your head like you're pulling your chest towards your hands. Lower your head back down. Deep breath in or lift your head, open your chest. Exhale, lower down. So we're going to start here. Feel that mid and upper back engaging as you lift and lower. We'll go 2 more. Feel that you're lengthening through your head, drawing your shoulders away from your ears. 1 more, keep the head up. Eyes are still gazing down towards the mat and you're trying to lift your chest away from the ground and lengthen through your head a little more. Arms and hands are coming up as you breathe out. And lower back down on a breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. So you can either stay at the height that you are. If you feel your lower back, bring your head a little closer down to the mat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Can you hold it up? Can you lift a little more through the chest? Lengthen through the head. Exhale, release. Down. Slide your hands in underneath your shoulders, tuck your 10 toes in, and press yourself back to a child's pose. Well done. We're into our cool down. Staying in your child's pose or coming slightly up off the heels if you need. Walk your hands over to the one side, finding a side stretch. Pressing into your pinky fingers to come out of your shoulders. Walking it back through center and up and over to the other side. Finding a moment's stretch. Coming back through center into your 4-point kneeling position. Taking a deep breath in, open your chest to the room in front of you. Exhale, rounding from lower back to head. Inhale, lengthen lower back, middle back, upper back, open the chest. Exhale to round. We'll take 2 more. Just taking a moment there, bringing that heart rate down. Coming back to your regulated state. And tuning into your body from the beginning of class. Final 1, exhale to round, hold. And bring yourself all the way back into a high kneeling position, rolling up from the tailbone to the head. Reach up through the arms, inhale. Exhale, arms float down. 1 more time. Deep breath in, arms reach up. And a neutral breath as your arms release down. Thank you so much for joining me for today's session. I hope that you were able to connect to those beginner movements, challenging yourself a little bit more if you are more experienced, or just dialing back in to your technique. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you soon. Bye. Alrighties, I am going to stay and we're going to chat if you have any questions. Perfect, we're on 29 minutes. How did that feel for everybody? Let me come into frame here. How are we feeling? Thank you, Lucy. It is a pleasure. It was really lovely to have you here. How did that feel for you? Because I know you've got quite a bit of experience, so let me know how that was for you. The last exercise was quite difficult, the one where you're hovering up with your hands. It is quite a challenge for a beginner movement, definitely. Felt amazing. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much, Gerard. So glad you enjoyed it. I'm trying to look at the screen and the camera at the same time. Thank you, John. Really appreciate that. Oh, I'm so happy that that was good for you. Hot work. I'm actually feeling quite sweaty. I don't know if that's because it's my first live session, so I'm like, oh, or if it's because it was hard work. All right, I'll just stay on for a few more minutes. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully we can do this every Monday. Oh, sunny in the UK, that's amazing. Oh, so nice. Yeah, we've got like a summer cloudy day here. Lovely outfit, thank you, Lucy. Representing. All right, So I'm going to upload this onto the Facebook, no, on Facebook as well. But I'm going to upload this onto YouTube now. I also have recorded it for the on-demand, so you're welcome to check it out there. If you want ad-free classes, you can always check it out there. But thank you for everybody for joining, and I will see you next time. Shout out to Oti Mabusi. Yeah, exactly. That's where the output comes from. Thank you. All right. Have a wonderful week, everybody. I will see you next Monday. Bye.